Hey everyone, and welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're giving you an official overview of the INEX Team's AI models, and we're pulling this info straight from the source, their own YouTube channel. This explainer is for those of you who really like to see the details. We're going to map out their entire suite of AI so you can see exactly what they've built, and, more importantly, how you can start using it. Let's jump right in.
So yeah, think of this as the definitive guide. If you've ever wanted to look under the hood and really understand the entire INEX AI ecosystem, you're in the right place. We're going to lay it all out, model by model. By the time we're done, you'll know exactly which tool is the right fit for your next project.
All right, here's our game plan. It's pretty straightforward. We'll kick things off by looking at their two core platforms. Then, we'll dive into both the unlimited models and the credit-based ones. After that, we'll check out their tools for images and audio, and we'll wrap it all up by showing you exactly how to get started. Trust me, by the end of this, the whole INEX offering is going to make perfect sense.
Okay, so this next point is probably the most important thing to get your head around. To really understand the INEX ecosystem, you have to start right here. You see, INEX isn't just one single thing. It's actually split into two totally distinct platforms, and each one is built for a different kind of user and a different kind of job.
In this slide, it breaks down that core difference perfectly. On one side, you've got INEX Models. The key feature here? Unlimited usage. This is for your high-volume, continuous tasks. You know, when you just need something to run and run without ever hitting a limit. Then, on the other side, there's INEX AI. This is your gateway to, well, everything else. All their most advanced models, and you access them using a daily credit system. So the choice really boils down to one simple question. Do you need a single workhorse running 24/7, or do you need a super versatile toolbox for a bunch of different jobs?
So, let's dive into that first platform we mentioned, INEX Models. This is what you'd call your home base for high-frequency, non-stop AI power.
Now, looking at the models on this platform, you can see the focus is all about volume. You've got the Atiyat family, which scales from a really powerful deep thinking model with a super generous daily cap, all the way down to a base model with completely unlimited messages. But honestly, the real standout here might just be YWP AI. Why? Because it's designed to be lightweight and, get this, offline ready. That is a total game changer for any developer building an app that needs to work without a constant internet connection.
All right, let's switch gears and look at the other side of the ecosystem. The INEX AI platform. This is where things get really interesting and diverse. We're talking a huge range of super powerful tools, all accessible through that daily credit system we mentioned.
And the key to this whole platform is this one number, 5,000. That's how many free credits you get every single day. And no, this isn't some trial period. It's a permanent daily budget that just refreshes. This is what empowers you to experiment, to build, and to create with their most advanced AI. And we're about to see just how far those credits can actually take you. Okay, so the list of text models available on this platform is, well, it's pretty extensive. So to make sense of it all, let's break them down into a few logical groups. We'll start with the general-purpose workhorses of the family, the G series.
So here's the G series lineup, and you should really think of this as a spectrum of power versus cost. At the very top, you've got G2.5, the most powerful model for 80 credits a pop. Then all the way at the bottom, there's G0.5, which is incredibly efficient at just 5 credits. So think about it. With your daily budget, you could run the top-tier model about 62 times, or you could run this super efficient one 1,000 times. That's the trade-off you get to make. And notice, they all support file uploads, which is a massive plus.
But it doesn't stop with the general-purpose models. Then you've got the specialists. I mean, sure, there are heavy hitters like Q32B thinking for absolutely massive tasks. But the really interesting ones, for me at least, are right here. M1.0A, which is specialized for Arabic, and M1.0C, which is fine-tuned specifically for coding. See, these aren't just general AI, they're precision tools. If you're a developer, or you're working in Arabic, having a model that's literally built for your job can make a world of difference in quality and accuracy.
And you know, one thing is crystal clear. This platform is not static. You can see the team is constantly working on new models while also upgrading the ones that are already live. And that, right there, is a great sign of a healthy, evolving ecosystem. It shows a real commitment to making these tools better and better over time.
But INEX AI isn't just about text, not by a long shot. This is where things get really creative. because the platform expands into generating all sorts of multimedia. So let's check out what they have for images and audio.
So first up for multimedia is INEX G1.5 Image. Its function is simple, but oh man is it powerful. You just describe what you want to see using text, and the model generates a high-quality image right from that prompt. It's basically your imagination visualized.
Now, the cost to generate an image is 150 credits. Let's put that into perspective with your daily 5,000 credit allowance. That means you can create over 30 unique, high-quality images every single day without spending a dime. That is a ton of creative power right at your fingertips.
All right, next up we have INEX G1.5 Voice, and it pretty much does for audio what the last model does for images. You feed it text, and it generates a natural-sounding voice. The applications for this are huge. I mean, think about it. Podcast intros, video narration, building accessibility tools, the list goes on.
And the cost for this one is incredibly granular. Just 5 credits per word. Let that sink in. A 100-word paragraph, that's about 40 seconds of speech, would only cost you 500 credits. This makes it super affordable to generate everything from short little audio alerts to entire narrated articles, all within your daily budget.
And hey, just a quick note on some of the other multimedia tools. You might have seen models for video and even a faster image generation model on their site. As of right now, for this explainer, they're currently under maintenance, getting upgraded. To me, that's just another good sign that the team is working hard to bring even more cool, creative tools to the platform really soon.
Okay, so we've covered the 2 platforms, we've walked through the huge variety of models. Now let's talk about actually putting them to work. How do you get started? Well, the great news is they've made it incredibly simple.
It honestly just comes down to 3 simple steps. First, figure out which platform fits what you need, the unlimited one or the credit-based one, and just head to their website. Second, use what you've learned here today to pick the best model for whatever you're trying to do. And third, just start creating. It's really designed to be that accessible from the get-go.
And if you want to stay in the loop, the INEX team gives you a ton of ways to do it. You can follow their GitHub for code and updates, subscribe right here on YouTube for tutorials and news, and listen up, this is crucial for anyone building on their platform. You can check their live server status page for real-time model availability. They're also super accessible, with contact info like email and WhatsApp right on their site.
You know, this quote from the team really seems to capture their entire mission perfectly. It's not just about making individual AI tools, it's about pioneering the future of high-performance software solutions. It's about pushing the boundaries of what's even possible.
And that brings us to the end of our tour. We've seen the 2 platforms, the specialized models, the powerful creative tools, and the craziest part? A huge chunk of this entire ecosystem is available to you right now, with a fresh budget of credits every single day. The tools are literally at your fingertips, so the only real question left to ask is the one on your screen. With all this power, what problem are you going to solve first? Thanks for watching.